Today's story will begin on this difficult match day for this young man. Since arriving at the Etihad for a fee of €60 million, Jérémy Doku has caused a stir many times with his excellent individual performances, from humiliating £100 million Man United star Antony, to assisting against Bournemouth to earn a 10/10 rating by SofaScore. He has even been rated as an upgraded version of Jack Grealish, who can inject more unpredictability into Man City's attack. At the same time, he is also an important link to help Pep Guardiola easily change his attacking tactics recently. Specifically, the position of the Spanish strategist is gradually abandoning the maximization of control in the middle of the pitch. Instead, it is more risky to deploy the ball on both wings, meaning the left flank area where the 2002-born player often resides. Simply put, Doku is seen as a new, especially sharp weapon for Guardiola to penetrate teams that proactively defend with numbers. But when placed in a difficult test called Reece James, it seems that the offensive move that Pep brought this season was completely neutralized. Before going on an away trip to Stamford Bridge, it is no surprise that Pep Guardiola's side were rated higher. If there is any doubt about the current position of the two teams, just look at their position on the table. However, on a day when the home side's star played explosively, fair to say, Man City had to struggle very hard, or to be more precise, they had to play extremely hard to be able to leave the field with a draw. Back to the exciting match. Jérémy Doku, the new phenomenon in the top arena of the foggy country, and Reece James, the priceless treasure of the Cobham Academy. It can be said that the timely return of the English defender has not only helped Chelsea play more steadily in recent times, but in this match, he also played an important role in curbing Doku's range of activities, thereby contributing to bringing a valuable point to manager Mauricio Pochettino's squad. First of all, looking at the arrangement and deployment of the two teams, first of all we must praise the Blues captain for reading his colleagues' intentions across the battle line very well. As mentioned, recently, Pep Guardiola often switches his overwhelming midfield possession game to flank associations on both wings. Take advantage of Doku's breaking ability on the left wing. Pochettino guessed this, and his solution was not to impose two cramped games, but instead, Cole Palmer and Raheem Sterling were still assigned to guard both wings, thereby limiting the ability of Josko Gvardiol and Kyle Walker to step up to help circulate the ball. In some situations, Cole Palmer is also ready to drop very deep to help Reece James, who is placed in one-on-one situations with Doku. And this has meant that the 21-year-old star's strengths could not be utilized. Meanwhile, in the midfield area, the physical foundations and hunting ability of Nicholas Jackson, Conor Gallagher, Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo both avoided being outnumbered and proactively pressed high, making it difficult for Man City to bring the ball into favorable positions. This also meant that their playmakers did not have much time and space to handle the ball. Among them, throughout the first half, Chelsea were the team that created more pressure towards the opponent's goal. As for Man City's strikers in general and Doku in particular, they did not seem to have many chances to be able to stir things up for Robert Sanchez. Before the match took place, many expected that Doku's shining form would be the equipment for him to continue his rise, thereby making the Blues' defense struggle. Because no matter how much his range of activities is locked down, the citizens' prodigies believe that as long as he is supported to engage in one-on-one duels with Reece James, Doku will maximize his own strengths and make the Chelsea backline tremble. But facing a Reece James, it seems that the flattering words for Doku have been grounded. And this player himself has also begun to understand the true brutality in the most attractive league on the planet. More precisely, the 24-year-old defender did not give his opponent any space to have an impact at all. If in previous matches, Jérémy Doku had a fairly high percentage in dribbling past players, even reaching 100%, then facing the wall of the West London team, this number decreased significantly. Specifically, Man City's new signing only succeeded 4 out of 7 times trying to create dribbling and pressing situations, and lost the ball up to 12 times. Similarly, Doku's almost absolute winning rate in one-on-one battles also fell to just 50% in the last match. In addition, This player had only one shot on target, one unsuccessful cross and 71% passing accuracy during the hour he was on the pitch. On the other hand, the Blues captain had a world-class defensive performance. Reece James made 5 successful tackles, more than any other player on the pitch, won 7/10 duels, along with an effective clearance. Not stopping there, the Three Lions defender also made notable impacts on the attacking front when delivering 3 accurate long passes, achieving a ratio of 100%, 17 out of 22 successful passes, thereby unlocking the opponent's defense twice and creating a big chance. In a counter-attack on the right flank, Reece James was also the one who took advantage of Josko Gvardiol's clumsy touch to make a cross for Raheem Sterling to slide in a near-post finish, putting the hosts up 2-1. Perhaps most notably one of the direct confrontations between the two players on the pitch. Specifically, in the 56th minute of the game, after receiving the ball, the Belgian tried to use his slick dribbling ability to get past the clinging of Reece James, but not only could he not get past the Blues number 24, he blatantly dove and had to receive a yellow card before being officially substituted. That's enough to see that although Reece James' development has often been hindered by injuries, whenever he is on the pitch, he always brings pride to the home fans about a complete offensive and defensive fullback. Right after the game ended, an account called Hassan made a remark that attracted thousands of interactions. Reece James only plays about 10 games in a long season, but in all 10 of those appearances, he proves himself to be a world-class player. Under the comments, this post received no small amount of support. One person expressed agreement, "Absolutely correct, hope he keeps his physique for more games this season." Another commented, "Hate to admit it but the confidence when this guy has the ball at his feet is just crazy. Can't deny he's a brilliant fullback." This shows why the England manager Gareth Southgate is always attentive to Reece James' condition and ready to give him a place among the Three Lions whenever he is healthy. Typically, in the recent call-up, he was already one of the 26 faces to join the national team for the last 2 games of the Euro 2024 qualifiers. But then he decided to withdraw to avoid risks during recovery, and it's no coincidence that Reece James' name keeps being linked with Real Madrid, despite Chelsea making it clear that their precious jewel from the Cobham Academy is not for sale. The reason is that the Galacticos 3.0 generation building project of the Real Madrid Royal Club is lacking pieces from both full-back positions. Because for the left side Reece James is also designated as a suitable candidate to succeed Dani Carvajal. But as we have seen, with everything Reece James is bringing at Stamford Bridge and everything the club is giving back, it is unlikely he will leave Chelsea anytime soon. Back to the intriguing duel between Doku and Reece James. It is true that Man City's new signing is bringing a breath of fresh air to the Citizens' gameplay. Or in other words, his appearance has helped the Sky Blues grow extra wings this season. But looking specifically at the confrontation with the Blues' expectation this time, the winner was too obvious even though he had just returned from injury in the last few games. But the class of Reece James silenced his opponent and made an important contribution to a satisfactory result against the reigning champions of the tournament. Do you agree that Reece James completely neutralized Doku's offensive threat? Share your thoughts in the comment section, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth football insights.